escape route. Let's go. 10 minutes. That's not much time. We got a ration. That's a good sign.
Let me drive.
Oh, you dizzy bitch.
Camera. Oh no, no key.
Love.
Alright, keys.
Take your time here, darling. I'm only under fire.
Snake, it started. Get in. Fire that machine gun with the weapon button. Shoot him, Snake.
I'm gonna die before I've even. Okay. Oh my god. There it is. Come on. Oh my god. This aiming is awful. Well, this hasn't changed much other than it's been made worse. And I want to point out, it was bloody awful in the original game. Let's go. I forgot about that. You just shoot the things and go. And now I'm bleeding out, so that has to be used. Alright, here we go.
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never make it. Snake.
Whew, okay.
It's a checkpoint, Snake.
Here they come!
You'll never make it. Snake, clear it out.
I'm trying, my dear. Do, 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 do. That was quicker than I thought it would be.
Not yet, Snake!
Told you the fall wouldn't kill me.
It's not over yet! Liquid!
This bit's gonna suck. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting, shooting, shooting. Just keep shooting. Ow. Just keep shooting the gun. Ow. Did I do it? That's a lot easier than I remember. Why was the time limit so high though? 10 minutes on hard. That seems a bit excessive. Maybe it includes retries or something, I don't know. Oh, she's been knocked out. She's entered useless mode. A couple Glasgow kisses. That's nice. Well, bang. Do you think this is how Hideo Kojima's vision of what he wanted this cutscene to be originally? And it's what he turned it into? Or do you think that the developers of this, I'm gonna assume is more of a port than anything, decided to do it? I kind of wonder.
Meryl, are you okay?
I was knocked out for a minute there, but I'm fine now.
Damn.
Have I not kicked your ass enough, buddy?
Snake.
Snake.
Snake! Fox!
It's cold out here. And I don't have a top on.
Die.
Told you, man, it's the common cold. Get you all. Get you all eventually. I thought he was going for my dick. And he's out of there. Round 2, win. Perfect.
If he's dead, that means...
Meryl's gonna
Don't
die now. She's
say
gonna catch it.
Snake.
Yep, didn't take the cold medicine.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
I was smart, like I took the cold medicine in advance.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel!
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I
been
was able to
arrested for
get
early
into
retirement.
contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 bombers have returned to the base. Once again,
Well, that's good
I
to
have
know.
complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case,
Yeah,
the danger's
I'd tell
over.
everybody.
Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
I was under
Snake.
orders.
I'm not a colonel.
Oh,
I'm a
that's
general
right.
now.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos.
Yay!
This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I'd better not show my face around there.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
There's also a helicopter
Push the
waiting
jeep
for
off
you
the
at
edge.
the Fox Islands.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay. Roy. Are you going to be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all of Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
Hell
The
yeah.
battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Nanomachines are battery
Don't
powered?
worry. I'll pay you a visit
Oh, dang.
sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Foxdie.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about
He's like,
me?
not talking
You
about
killed
Meryl,
Liquid.
talking about myself.
Naomi said she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling's with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake.
Hi,
It's me.
Naomi.
Naomi?
I heard about my brother.
Fox, no, Frank wanted to tell you something. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah.
No, he said he killed your
He
parents.
also said he'll always love you.
But I'm just being really nice.
Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought on sheer willpower until the very end.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. My brother was already dying. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar land, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Foxdie too. What about me? When am I going to go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time's up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you. Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code, inscribed
That's
into their
another thing.
genes.
About the codec.
But that's not all there is
I
to
mentioned all
life.
the 80s
I
movies.
finally realized that.
Uh,
I told you before. The reason that I was
Wasn't-
interested in genes and DNA.
um,
Because I wanted to know
his
who
face
I
in
was,
the original, I
where
think it was in
I
Metal
came
Gear
from.
2, his face was like Mel Gibson
I
or
thought that
something.
if I analyzed my DNA,
Also, Karsten spoilers because I
find out
haven't
who I was,
played all of the
who
games
my
yet.
parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that its genetic information houses a person's strengths or destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether you've been programmed or not
She nearly
isn't
fell over.
important. The important thing is that you choose life.
At least on this one, they struggled to
And
walk
then
down the slope. On the
live.
original, I thought, bloody hell, they did that really
Don't you
easily.
think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm gonna choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from now on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to what will come. All life is tethered to the future. Loving each other, teaching each new generation, then the world can change. I finally realized it. The
How
true
did she
meaning of
see that
life.
from a satellite photo? It was in a cave.
Thank you, Snake.
The satellite photos from above.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission?
Maybe she
Or
delivered
a
it. Yeah, that's
reminder
true.
of the first time we
Amazon
met?
Prime delivery, you know.
A reminder of how to live.
Gets there quickly. Next day, you know.
Until
And then
today,
you can use the
I've
Amazon
lived
Prime
only for
delivery to get a
myself.
Twitch Prime sub.
My survival instinct that tells me not to die. That's all the motive I've had in my life.
That's not
Hashtag
just
sellout.
you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
I'll have to check the label.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Aww.
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
She's looking like, damn, I just wanted to get laid, and he's talking about love.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name is David.
Okay, so where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
Yeah.
We'll find it.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I know we'll find it.
He's spoiling the next game for me.
Hey, what are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us, too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope.
We must be in New
I've
Zealand.
lived here a long time, but Alaska
You're
has
approaching
never
the
looked more
spring.
beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all,
Meryl.
you.
Hey.
It's nice, isn't it? Being alive.
Come on.
Yeah, it depends on the
Let's
day.
enjoy life.
Especially if I have to kill anybody. Oh. In 1980s, there was more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. The total destructive power amounted to 1 million times that of the Hiroshima A-bomb. In January 1993, START 2 was signed by the United States and Russia and agreed to reduce the number of strategic nuclear warheads to 3,000 to 3,500 each. Okay. However, of 2003, there still exists more than 20,000 nuclear warheads in the world. Wait, you've had this music in the game the entire time and you didn't use it during the cutscenes? What the hell? So yeah, that's Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes version on the GameCube. As it is. It's hit and miss. It's very hit and miss. There are points where it's way better than the original PS1 version. And then there's some points it just goes either too stupid with its cutscenes or like, but the biggest letdown is the soundtrack. The sounds are off, like some of the death sounds when you choke someone, they're just laughable rather than good. And then you got the music sort of during the codec conversations. Like this song would normally play during the sections where, say, Naomi is talking. But sadly, they don't have it, and it kind of screws it up a little bit. You know, you'd think, oh yeah, now they have Naomi speaking, doing the heartfelt conversation, that they would bring that original soundtrack back in, but they just don't, and they have this terrible soundtrack. And then the boss fights have a terrible soundtrack, and the alerts have a terrible soundtrack. And I think it's a testament to sound in video games, personally. Oh, here goes the frame rate. I think it's a testament to sound in video games. How it really does matter. A lot more than people would think. It makes a cutscene better, or a fight scene, or a boss fight, anything. You know, it can be made better purely by sounds. Disappointed with the controls. Yeah, that was another thing. The A button is the shoot button, and then you got, in order to run and aim at the same time, you have to hold the punch button instead of the crouch button. And then that's on the opposite side of the controller compared to where it used to be, and things like that. And yeah, it's those little things. And then you got to push the analog sticks in to enable and disable weapons, which is another weird one. But that one that's an incorporation of Metal Gear Solid 2, if I remember correctly. But I mean, overall, it's not, you know, if you've never played the original, it's good. But it's better and I'm not saying that because of nostalgia for the original, it's just the soundtracks and stuff just makes the original game better. Even though the gameplay of this one is technically superior. The fact that they just don't have some of the music is like they maintained everything. Oh, and the voice acting as well has very hit and miss at some points. Some of the lines they say it brilliantly, and then other points it's like, well, we just had to rush and get it out, so we're going to do it in one take. And you're just going to read the line. Just read it. We're not even going to tell you what emotion to use, we're just going to say read the line. And it's a shame. It kind of takes away from some of it, but then there are points in the other one where the voice acting's a bit hit and miss as well, so... But so far, I think Metal Gear Solid, the first one, as it is, it's not as good as 3, it's better than 2. 3 really caught me by surprise this time around. 5 is next, well, Ground Zeroes is next, and then 5. After that I might do Rising. I don't think I'll be able to do 4, which is a shame, but I'm going to see if I can find a way to do it. I'm hoping I can. Be nice to play it. But I don't have that game. I don't have a PlayStation 3 or anything like that. So that might be troublesome. I might find a way. But yeah, there's one more thing. It's Ground Zeroes first, then it's 5. Even though Ground Zeroes is like an hour long apparently, I'm still gonna do it. It's a prelude to 5. So I am gonna do that. Sounds included in this recording are from the percussive adventures something yada. Okay. Symphony of Voices. Huh. But yeah, I'm actually enjoying the Metal Gear Solid series more than I thought I would. I played this game, the very first one, back when it came out almost, and I was a fan of the style of the combat, well not the combat, but the stealth gameplay, but I just wasn't a fan of the game itself. 2, I've never loved 2. I love the oil tanker on 2, but then...
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live.
Slow?
Snake, whether you've been programmed or not isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
And
Yes,
we get the
sir.
classic conversation at the
The
end.
entire unit was wiped out. Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks to the vaccine. Yes, those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Foxdie should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, there are no other records. They've all been deleted from the base's computer. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes. Yes.
See, so he
Liquid is
intended
dead. The inferior
kill
one
the
was
DARPA
the
chief.
winner after all.
I'm Danny
That's
DeVito.
right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one.
Liquid
Of
was
course,
Arnold
the other one
Schwarzenegger.
thinks so too.
I think
Yes,
I'm Arnold
sir.
Schwarzenegger, but I'm
I
actually
agree
Danny DeVito.
completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. Yes. Yes, sir. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I understand. The surveillance will continue. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Still waiting for Gas Snake.
Goodbye, Mr. President.
Oh, there we go. Play level hard. Play time 9 hours 58 minutes and 16 seconds. We saved 10 times. We continued 27. We had 32 alerts, 105 enemies killed, and 62 rations used with the code name of Jackal. That's not a very good name. We had a lot of deaths at the start of the game, where I was getting used to the new engine system, when the tank hangar was pretty bad. There's a clear code there. I don't know if those still work, to be honest. I don't think they do. So yeah, that was Metal Gear Solid, and I got the bandana. So I'm going to save the data. Okay. I'm not going to do the Otacon ending, which is the submitting to torture. I'm not going to do that. Just want to point that out. We've played Metal Gear Solid twice in the series now, playing this one and playing the PlayStation one.